I never imagined a simple girls' night could change everything. It started casual, drinks, laughter, music playing softly in the background. We were tipsy, silly, just letting the stress of the week melt away. And then someone suggested a game, truth or dare. At first it was harmless, laughs, silly truths, dares that made us all blush. But then the dare came, a kiss. Just a kiss. I didn't expect anything to happen. I thought it would be fleeting, a playful gesture. But when our lips met, something inside me ignited. A warmth I hadn't felt in years coursed through my body. A thrill I didn't even know I was capable of. Every brush, every gentle touch, sent waves through me. I realized in that instant that something had changed. Not just a moment, but me, the way I saw her, the way I felt alive. That kiss, that single playful kiss, was the beginning, the spark of something forbidden, something I couldn't stop thinking about. And it would change everything. My name is Julia, and I've been married to Joshua for over a decade. We have a life built together, a home, responsibilities, and routines that make sense but leave little room for excitement. Our marriage isn't unhappy, not at all, but somewhere along the way, intimacy faded. We grew comfortable, predictable. The fire we once had became a quiet warmth, and for the longest time, I thought that was enough. Our lives revolve around work, family, and responsibilities. Joshua is focused on his career and traveling for business, while I handle the home, the children, and everything that keeps our world running. It's a stable, calm life, but somewhere in that calm, I felt something missing. And then came that night with my girlfriends, just a casual hangout, laughter, and a few drinks. I didn't plan for anything to happen. I didn't imagine a silly game of truth or dare could awaken something I didn't know was inside me. The dare, a simple kiss, sparked something that went beyond playful fun. Every touch, every glance, every laugh shared with Vanessa made me feel alive in a way I hadn't felt in years. It wasn't just attraction, it was an awakening, a discovery of a desire I had never acknowledged before. That night, I realized that what began as innocent curiosity could become dangerous, forbidden, irresistible, and it was the start of a path I couldn't turn back from. At first, it was innocent, just playful dares and laughter, a casual girls' night that I thought would end like any other. But the way Vanessa looked at me, the brush of her hand against mine during the game, made it impossible to ignore the electricity sparking between us. Every time our fingers touched, a shiver ran through me. Every laugh, every whispered joke shared in those moments felt like a secret no one else could understand. I tried to push it aside, reminding myself I was married, that Joshua trusted me, that this was dangerous. But the pull was too strong. One night, after a little too much wine, we found ourselves alone on the balcony. The city lights blurred in the distance as Vanessa leaned closer. "Julia," she murmured softly, "do you feel it too?" I couldn't lie. I nodded, my heart racing. The warmth of her hand against mine, the softness of her lips brushing my cheek during another dare, made something inside me awaken, a longing I hadn't felt in years. From that moment, every encounter with Vanessa became charged, a brush of her hair as she leaned over, the way she laughed just for me, the teasing glances that lingered longer than they should. All of it made my heart pound. I knew I was crossing lines I shouldn't. I knew it was wrong. But each time Vanessa's hand found mine, or our lips met in another playful dare, I felt more alive than I had in years. It was intoxicating, forbidden, and I couldn't resist. And somewhere deep down, I realized this was only the beginning. After that night, I couldn't look at Vanessa the same way again. That playful kiss, the lingering, teasing touches, they had awakened something inside me I had never felt before. Every time I saw her, my body responded before my mind could catch up. My craving for her was constant, insatiable, and terrifyingly delicious. We started finding excuses to be together, just a casual coffee, a quiet chat at her place, a little time stolen between errands. Every moment alone with her became a temptation I couldn't resist. And each time, the longing intensified. Every kiss, every touch, every whispered laugh made me feel alive in a way I hadn't known in years. Joshua had no idea. How could he? Vanessa seemed harmless, just another friend, and I wore the mask perfectly, smiling, attentive, the devoted wife he knew me to be. But inside I was burning. Every glance at Vanessa, every brush of her hand, every secret smile shared between us fanned the flames of desire I could no longer deny. It wasn't just about fun anymore. It wasn't about curiosity. It was about craving her, needing her, being drawn into her entirely. With Vanessa, I felt alive, dangerous, and utterly consumed. I had never felt this way with Joshua, and the realization both thrilled and terrified me. I knew it was forbidden. I knew it was reckless. But the fire between us was irresistible, and I was helpless to stop it. Joshua didn't suspect a thing, and that secrecy only made every encounter more exhilarating. With Vanessa, I wasn't just Julia, the wife. I was a woman alive with desire, craving, and passion I had thought I'd lost forever. The affair escalated quickly. Every stolen moment with Vanessa felt like a rush I couldn't resist. Our encounters became more frequent, more daring, and each time I left her side, my heart ached with desire. I was intoxicated by her presence. The way she looked at me, the softness of her lips, the warmth of her hands pressed against mine. One night, we found ourselves alone at my apartment. The music played softly, the air thick with anticipation. Vanessa stepped closer, her eyes dark with longing, and without a word, I knew we couldn't stop this time. Her hands traced the lines of my arms, my shoulders, exploring me in a way that left me breathless. Every touch sent shivers down my spine, igniting a fire that had been dormant for years. I wanted her. I needed her. The playful kisses had evolved into something deeper, something urgent. Every lingering touch, every whispered word, every glance that held a secret promise, made me feel alive in a way I had forgotten. Joshua had no idea. He would never suspect Vanessa, never imagine the depth of my craving. And that thought, the secrecy, the danger, made every moment with her even more intoxicating. We fell into each other completely that night, giving in to every sensation, every desire. I felt alive, daring, and utterly consumed by her. It was wrong, forbidden, but I couldn't stop. The fire between us had grown beyond control, and every part of me wanted more, needed more from Vanessa. And yet, in the back of my mind, there was always the unspoken fear. What if Joshua walked in? What if everything I had built, everything I loved, was destroyed in a single moment? The thought only heightened the intensity, making every stolen touch, every secret kiss, and every shared laugh even more irresistible. By the time we finally pulled apart, I knew there was no turning back. This affair had become a part of me, wild, consuming, and impossible to resist. After that night, nothing was the same. Every glance at Vanessa, every message, every fleeting touch replayed in my mind like a fire I couldn't put out. I went through the motions, with Joshua, smiling, attentive, the devoted wife he knew, but inside, I was a storm of craving and desire. I tried to tell myself it was just infatuation, just a spark that would fade. But the truth was undeniable. I wanted Vanessa. I needed her. Every stolen moment with her made me feel alive, dangerous, and exhilarated in a way I hadn't felt in years. Joshua had no idea. He trusted me, completely unaware that the woman he married had discovered a passion outside of him. That secrecy made everything more thrilling, more intoxicating. I felt alive in my rebellion, alive in my desire, alive in the fire Vanessa had awakened inside me. I don't know how long I can keep this secret. I don't know what will happen if Joshua ever finds out. But one thing is certain. Vanessa has changed me forever. The fire she ignited is impossible to extinguish, and I am powerless against the craving she awakens in me. So I leave you with this thought. When temptation comes knocking in the most unexpected way, how far would you go to feel alive again? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. I want to know how far you think you could go if desire became impossible to resist.